Well, hello YouTube, and welcome to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I'm Alice Seraphin, and I'm a demonstrator in the United States for Stampin' Up. Today we're going to be doing two cards. One is simple and flat, and the second is going to be jazzed up. I'm going to show you which cards inspired me because I created them yesterday. So this is our flat card. You can see no dimension on it at all, but we did do a great job on the envelope on the inside. So this was using the Retired Flowers for Every Season DSP, and Because of You, and Each Day is a Little Brighter. Yikes. Oh, from Elegantly, nope. I wanted to say Elegantly Said, but that's not it. I'm trying to figure out, I put the stamp set away. Oh well. You're best. This is the jazzed up version. You can see all the dimension there in this card. I absolutely love it. We use the Garden Gems, and the inside is the same. So, like I said, this card, I wanted to do products that are available. So we're going to be using Art Gallery for our sentiments, and we'll be using, maybe won't be using Blessings of Home. I thought about stamping it, but now that I'm looking at it, or maybe this is going on the inside, I can't recall now. Okay, that's great, isn't it? So anyways, here we go. Second board tells you some more products we're going to be using. We're going to be using the classic matte dots and the Heart and Home doilies, which are these here. The Heart and Home DSP, which is right here. The Bow Punch. Ta-da, love this. And the Double Oval Punch, which I continually call a dual oval punch. And you would need one more thing, which is a circle punch or a die that measures 1 3/4. And I'm using a very old Stampin' Up punch because it's just easier than getting my die machine out for a circle. In fact, I already have it done. So let's put those aside, and I can put my punch up. Oops. There goes my dots. Give me a second. Just keeping my back straight. Okay, those don't want to be stacked up together. So let's get started. And you can see the beautiful Heart and Home DSP package I have. I'll give you a look at the different doilies it comes with. Does it say how many are in here? There's 30 doilies. Oh my goodness, that is like a crazy amount. So we have some in Misty Moonlight. This is Cinnamon Cider. This is Evening Evergreen. And so far I've only used the Misty Moonlight ones. Let's see. It doesn't matter how they go back in there. But there's 30 of them in here, which is crazy. Insane amount of doilies. I don't think I'll ever get to use all of them here. But let's see. Okay, so this, you can look at the catalog. I've got all my paper cut for most of it. I do need to take this out because I'm going to be using, I think, a little bit of that. So our first card, I need to mount our stamp sets and decide. I didn't pull out my Misty Moonlight. Where are you? It's not where it should be. But we're going to either stamp with Misty Moonlight or Memento. I'll get that out. And my big bottle of Tombow glue. Okay, so this is the card we are going to use as our sample. So I have a Misty Moonlight card base, which is 5.5 by 8.5, simply folded or scored in half. Our first card layer, this is the DSP I chose from our Heart and Home. This, let me kind of, my camera is like right in the center of everything. Okay, let's get some glue on the back of this. Great choices with the heart and home. But this one is flat, basically simple, quick to do, hard. And then I wanted one that was jazzed up a bit. So this is for the inside. Next we have our beautiful doily, which we're just going to put some glue there. Put it right there. And like I said, I already have my center circle punched out, which is 1 3/4 of an inch. That is going in the center, like so. And then instead, you can see, for this here, I am going to be using, ta-da, a strip of paper. Let's see what else we have in here. One for the inside of our card. So let's go ahead and get that glued down. Or that's for the envelope. This is not for that. It's for the envelope. Nope, this is the... Boy, I've got to get my vocal cords working with my mind here. Okay, this is the bottom part of the insert piece of our card. Like so. Our envelope is getting also a strip of DSP, and I can tell you the measurements for the strip. It's kind of a weird measurement. It's 4 3/8 to do a side strip of DSP on your envelope. Now this card would not cost any extra in mailing, just a simple postage stamp. Because like I said, it is flat. But doing the envelope like that, either you stamp or put some DSP on it, makes it just look so wonderful. That's for the inside. And this is our card. We need to decide on, we're going to do it, have a perfect birthday. And I'm going to use this. You are a real blessing to everyone around you, since it's in my case here. And we could even stamp some of those flowers on the inside. And we are going to do that. Let me grab this block. And have a perfect birthday. Let's see. I can get it sideways. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Alrighty. And where's my strip of DSP? Now, for this, I thought, let's have a look. Just like that there on this piece here, we are going to stamp. And we are going to go ahead and do this in Misty Moonlight. I'm not going to do a test strip. Just going to go for it. But I want it right in... there. Ooh, love it. All right. Let me set that way aside so nothing happens to it. And this is the other piece of our inside of our paper, and we're going to just stamp this. I'm going to do a test on this one. I just can't help myself. We'll do it on my measurement piece. Looks good to me. And we still need some scratch paper. Let's see. I know I have one in here from the other day, because I'm going to come off the card a bit. The piece of cardstock. So this is the bottom. I'm going to stamp this flower upside down in the corner. Hopefully that didn't just ruin my cardstock. No, that will work. And I'm going to stamp a little bit here. And that's it. So let me set that aside, And my ink, I'm not going to bother closing up because we're going to be using it again. Now, this one, no, we're not going to use that because I kind of like that. And we got the birthday going on the front. So let's get this glued to the inside of our card. And we're going to be using those flowers again in the center of that circle. Looks like I need another circle punch. Something in there. We got plenty of room to write something for our birthday recipient of our card. I really, really like that. So this we do need to cut down. And I'm going to get my little mini guillotine. And let's see. Need to probably turn it around this way so I can hold it. And if I'm good, I'm going to cut that dark line off. Let's see what it looks like. Well, that's all right. Can only do so much. Birthday, bring this down. And now we've got to figure out how to get that. If I line it up on this, I really don't want that other color on there. So, that's why I have this out. A little more strip of Misty Moonlight on there will do the trick. So, we're going to do a 1/2 inch strip, which I know in this little bulletin is roughly right there. This we'll be using again. Let's put a little bit of glue on here. Oops. Didn't get any down there. All right, and we need to just do a snippet off the end here. Glue this down. Oh, that came out really nice. Have a perfect birthday. But this is missing something, is it not? Okay. So let's bring in a scratch piece of Whisper White. Let's see what I got going on. Nope. Let me get into my case. Nope, that one's not big enough. I'm looking at what I got lying around. My bits and pieces. Okay, that will work. And we are going to stamp our flower image again right here. We'll be needing some scratch paper too, because we are going to punch that flower out. I'm not going to be coloring it. We're just punching it out. Let me get the lid on this and grab a punch. You could do a circle die, but I'm going to use a punch for this because it's just faster. So let's see what do we got. Looking for my layering circle punch that goes with this one. Oh, trying to mimic. Nope, that's not it. All right, Alice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not over here. We'll do without it. Okay, so this punch is 1 3/8, and we just want the flower. We can keep that. That will be used. This is going to go in the center, and it definitely needs another layer. So I'm looking for my punch to see, because it was on my desk yesterday. Okay. It will have to be the scalloped. I don't know where it would do. Not the punch I wanted to use. But I don't want to get out my dies either. So let's see. Does this one fit? Oh, it might be in. Now, y'all, I'm thinking I think I used a 1 inch circle and the 1 3/8 of an inch circle. But let's see what this looks like. And I don't mind using these. I do have the layering circle dies, but see, that is too big, so that is not going to work. So let's do this in the 1 3/8 of a circle. Trying to find a spot to set those punches down. And then this one, we might have to re-stamp. Let's see what image. Yeah. We're going to turn this over and re-stamp it. I'm just going to dab my stamp in my ink pad. There. And I'm going to use this little flower there. And I'm using a 1 inch circle punch. Or I do like that a lot better. Alrighty, put that back in the drawer. Now this will line up and look much more cohesive to what I'm doing. So let's do this. Sometimes you never know. There we go. Now, very simple. You could have done a word in there like I did on this one, but yeah, that's different. I'm missing another punch still. But that's us mimicking this card, copying it. We have our inside layer, which is gorgeous. Our envelope. Now we're going to step this design up some. Let me set that aside. Ta-da! I loved this. This was so much fun. Bring in our dots and our DSP, all of our pieces here. So, first things first is let's get our, I got 2 of these for some reason. Okay, our card base. This is 4 by 5 1/4. And we're simply going to go around all the edges. And I know this little piece here is off camera, but I've got everything else up there. So we're going to center that up on our card. And that's taken care of. We can set that aside for the moment. And I'm wondering if that was the wrong piece to glue down. Kind of looks like it, doesn't it? Yikes. Let's set that aside to dry. Let's try this again with the correct measuring piece of paper. Measurement of paper, I should say. Oh, definitely. That was definitely not, don't even know why it ended up in there. Okay. Now we can set this up here. Now, we take our doily, our 1 3/8 circle to the center of the doily. And then we are going to cut this in half. And I just lined up this, let's see. See how it's got 5 little petals there? We're just taking the middle petal, lining them both up, and giving them a cut. And we have 2 halves. And we do need dimensionals for this project. And some glue dots and some dimensionals. But let's just place our dimensionals on the back. Yikes. Because we're not ready to put them there, but we're just getting them ready. So next, let's get our envelope done and our piece for our inside of our card. So this is my envelope piece, yes. Like I said, this is 1 inch by 4 3/8. Fits along the right or left hand side of the envelope. Okay, that's done. And that does not go. Do I not have a strip? There it is. I'm like, where is it? Here it is. Don't know why I have those strips, but we'll see here in a minute. This is 1 inch by 4 inches for the bottom of our inside layer piece, and we're going to set that aside. Now we needed, I wonder, oh, this was for the oval, for us to stamp something on there. And let's see what fits in there, and nothing from the Blessings of Home will fit in the double oval punch, this one. So that's why I chose Art Gallery. And I'm going to choose, I like Good Luck, I like Happy Birthday, I like I Miss You, Thinking of You, You Are Lovely. We could do You Are Lovely. I think that would fit in there. Something a little different. See if I can find it. And you can simply place them on there to see if they will fit. There's You Are Lovely. Sorry, Thank You, I Miss You is a really good one. I like that. I really like the I Miss You. Okay, so that's what it's going to be. Let's set it down, pick it up so it'll be straight. And I have to my side, oh, we're using this. That's, I'm like, I have to my side something. No, I have this. And we need to bring in our Misty Moonlights. And I'm not going to bring in a Stampin' Pierce mat for this. I'm just going to stamp it as it is. There we go. Set that aside, this aside, and let's punch this out. And if it doesn't fit, like that does not fit, every paper crafter should have Post-it style notes. You just simply use this as a handle by sticking. Now you can guide it right where you want it. Oops, except don't move it until you're ready. Okay. Make sure that's off. Now for our piece here. Let's see if I can get it out of this. Yes, Misty Moonlight will be it. No, that will not work. I wonder if this piece is creased there. It still might work. I might ruffle it up some. Let's see if we can get this lined up enough to punch. Yep, and because it's creased, show you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna really make it creased. Just holding it with one thumb, taking my other thumb and wiggling it back and forth, distressing it quite a bit. Because I think it has a great country look to it with the twine we're going to be using. I'm going to take it, I'm going to scrunch it up some, really go for that distressed look. And then we're going to do that also. Yeah, definitely, because I got too close to the edge there. So that's going to go on there. But then we can take a pair of old scissors, like so. You want to distress the edge of your cardstock, do so. Do your old scissors though, not your good cutting scissors. They do have, you know, little distressing tools, which I have and I have used. I like using them, but this is handy. We're even going to do this edge, just the top edge of our fold. Don't want to do it too much on there because you don't want to make it where you go into the card and the card doesn't fold off. So there we have it. So I don't know why those were in there. Oh, from the back. So we have this ready. This we are not using. And our pieces. Now we're going to get the twine. And I just have some cheap twine. You could use baker's twine from the catalog, but I liked this rustic look of just some cheap twine from the hardware store. And I'm simply I'm going to use some Scotch tape to start it off. And some glue dots will be used in the mix. Just a very little piece of Scotch tape. And it's going to start here where I know this part of my doily lines up there. So I'm going to start there so you will not see that. And I am going to run this. And I need another little piece for up there because I'm going to bring it back up like so. Bring that up. We're simply going along our cardstock with the twine. So I am doing it a bit differently. See, I need a little piece here, which will be a glue dot. And my punch just fell over. That's what you heard. So I want a glue dot right here. And this is to your liking of where you want to place your twine. It's just giving it that background. I think I looped that. It doesn't really matter. Okay, I'm gonna loop it there. So I'll need a little glue dot. You won't see that anyways when I get done. But we are going to boop this here. I'm going to turn my card like so. I'm going to add a piece of Scotch tape there to hold that in place because I don't want my twine going nowhere. Like so. And I could put a little piece there because it won't be seen. If it can't be seen with the Scotch tape there, I'm going to use the Scotch tape. And I'm going to let's say, yeah, I'm going to bring it all the way back up there. Do a small loop here. And so let's get some scissors and cut this off because I know that's where it's going to end. So a glue dot is going to be needed. So far, 3 of them. Did I do it? I thought I had a twist here. Yes. Okay. So a little glue dot right there. And a piece of Scotch tape. Let me put my needle back before it gets lost, which it does all the time if I don't put it back. That's an awful big piece of Scotch tape, so I'm just going to cut off a little piece. And tape that with the rest of them up there. So far, there we have it. Now, this is where you place your doilies on. That's why I didn't put 3 of these on there, because sometimes they get in the way. I'm going to turn it to look at me So I lined this up with the edge right where I want it. And I think I'm going to need to, move that around. Let's see. Just so it goes there. Yeah, that was not good, Alice. I'm trying to get the twine out of the way of my... There. Okay, there's one. Let's do the other half. I just don't want the twine laying on top of the dimensional under the doily. So that's why we'll probably have to, let's see, this one's going to have to come up. That one will be fine over there. That one's fine. It's this one that's got to come up and around for my, there. Doesn't that look cool? It's very country looking. Very country. Oh, I got it upside down. But I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Now, this is going to get tucked in down there, so I might as well get some glue on it. Because this is going in the middle. But it's going, the twine is going to go on top. Let's see. Might have to move a glue dot or two, because I want that right in the middle there. There we go. Like so. I Miss You is getting dimensionals too. I'd have to move that one in a bit. Let's bring it over. Okay. Next, we need the bow punch. I'm just getting these backings away from my project. All right. This is where I have so much fun. This, and we don't have any green. It's all blue and white. So I thought, and this may not work, y'all, but I thought I would punch. I'm going to do both of the punches on here. But let's see first if this green is going to work with the card. Or if I want to do... the twine is making it difficult for it to see what I want to do. Do I want the green in there, or do I want to do like Misty Moonlight? You almost don't even need it, but I kind of want it. See, I want this like that. So what I did on the other one is I cut these off here, because I didn't want a lot. And I do like it. I kind of think it just needed that little bit. And we're not going to let these leaves go to waste. We're going to cut those off and use them. So we actually are going to be gluing this to the inside of the top of the I Miss You paper. And I'm just using this part of my scissors to help it in there. And then we're going to do the same with this. And yeah, there's probably an easier way to do that, but this works for me. So I don't really know if I want that one there. I'll put it over here for the side. Okay. And this I do want on top, and I'm gonna cut that long stem off, and I am going to stick it. I might do a little bit of sponging on it. Maybe we'll do some Misty Moonlight. Let's do one more punch. Here to get some more green. We're going to do the same thing, cut those two bottom leaves off. Need to get it in the sand. Kind of does need. No. Maybe it just needs that. Just think it needs a little bit more down here. Something a little bit. Oh, come on. Me and playing around with my stuff. All right. We're going to keep it all green. This one's just getting glued to the other piece lightly. Actually, put the glue right there. Now it will be glued down to it. If I can get it under there and on top. And this one will do the same. Nope, maybe not. Might help. Alrighty, so now we are done. Now we can bring in our matte dots, because these were with the suite, and I haven't really used these, but I'm not sure if I want the white, the cream. I just thought they were different. So I think we're going to go with the black. We're going to go one there. One there, and a little one over here. And we're going to put another one. Decisions. Kind of like it idea right there. And there is our card. I think it came out really, really cool. I love the country look of this. And let's see what we got to go. Oh, we didn't put our piece on the side yet. And it's like we could stamp that flower from the other card, but we're not going to. There's nothing on the front to match it to. Not that that totally matters, but it's the inside of our card. I miss you. Oh. If I could send this card to heaven, I would send it to my mama. Anyways, let me let you get a look at the two cards we created. Inspired from cards I created yesterday. Just for you out there in YouTube land. So, here we go. That's our jazzed up card. This is our totally flat, simple card. Let me do them like this, and you can get a good look at what we created. And things are sliding off of my desk. Hold on. Oh, anyways, let's see if you can get a better view of those cards. I love them all. I think they all came out pretty cool. So I hope you enjoyed this video, YouTube. Keep creating and come back and visit me in my wonderland. Thank you now. Bye-bye.